Final hour of Live and Local for a Thursday. It is Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
Yeah, May 5th. And the sultry tones that you hear are those of Barak Zilberberg, candidate for governor. And a happy Cinco de Mayo to you, sir.
Yes, happy Cinco de Mayo to all of you out there, all you Nevadans, and in Mexico as well. I commemorate you for your independence of May 5th. And God bless you all. Yes.
Isn't it nice? And are you a margarita guy? Are you going to be
Yeah, I'm going to be over
sharing
in
a margarita?
downtown. Yeah, over in downtown. I'll be in an event there with shaking hands and as far as introducing myself to those who don't know who I am, and then please vote for me for a difference.
I got to ask you, because it was in the news all week, the fact that Donald J. Trump has endorsed Sheriff Joe Lombardo. Your reaction, first of all, did the endorsement surprise you?
Yes, very much. Knowing that Joe Lombardo, sheriff, he's a Democrat, he's got endorsed by Donald Trump. That's mind-boggling. And I've done research on Donald Trump as well, and I understand he was a Democrat before he went into the Republican Party. So, with that said, it's just mind-boggling, the whole thing. And not only that, they took a vote. And I know I've been in the ground, nobody likes Lombardo. Telling you right now, nobody likes him across the board. So even with the endorsement, he's not going to win. And there is, as far as a leak of $250,000 have been, as far as given to Donald Trump for his endorsement. And then maybe he's getting the wrong information from Michael McDonald. I don't know. Maybe someone is kind of earring him something that really doesn't exist. I don't know.
One of the things that we always talk about is the big tent that we as Republicans have. We have a lot of folks, and in fact, a campaign that is inclusive to all minorities, I guess. Is that what you found now that you've been on the ground all across the state?
Yeah, people are just, the real core issues of the nation is the inflation, affordability, our housing, our rents are going through the roof, the food, and the gasoline. Everything is through the roof. And with that said, those who are in top positions don't feel what the bottom, the population is feeling, and I'm on the ground in all ways, from the bottom, mid, and all the way to the top. So I feel everybody. And the fact is the affordability is not there. People are struggling. People don't have the means of putting things and bringing things together and making things work.
I want to ask you, because in a recent Emerson poll that just came out yesterday, on the most important issues facing Nevada, number one, the economy, 45%, immigration, 20%. Education is 12%. I think it should be much higher. Crime, 8%, and healthcare, 4%. Does that comport with what you hear about in 17 counties all across the state?
Yes, it's accurate. Absolutely. Economy is number one. Economy, everybody wants to know that they can survive and they have the opportunities they need. And then we have a raise of industries for them to go ahead and enter into. So that's number one. The economy is my whole, as far as key factor here. As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, I'm not a politician. That's number one. Economy, I just like to bring it in for all types of things in regards to affordable housing, industries, manufacturing, and what have you. Now, in regards to education, also education is a huge factor here. But let's go to the water. Water is very important because we won't have water. We don't have water, and we don't have water, and we have an influx of population. Not only we have to serve us Nevadans, but we have to serve people coming into our state. So water is very important. It's a challenge when you have contracts to sell your state's water with neighboring states, which do not follow the same water conserving guidelines. Nevada is ranked 5th in the highest population in increase, and we have no water. in the great state of Nevada, I, Barak Zilberberg, as governor, will read the contract agreements in place, renegotiate agreements with our neighboring states and or countries. Nevada needs to keep our resources here in our state and not sell limited supply when we are in drought. Additionally, I will encourage all states that have oceans, seas, gulfs, boundaries to desalinize to conserve our water supplies as well as solve the water shortage. Yeah, and that's basically where I'm at with the water. In regards to what else?
Education is one that only ranked 12%, but I got to tell you, we are still 51st.
Yeah.
In the nation, and there's no sign it's getting better. In fact, with the violence that we've seen, how do you stop the violence in our schools? How do you get our schools turned around? As governor, that'll be maybe your chief responsibility.
Yes. Well, I've been engaged on the ground, and I've listened to everybody, and the problem remains is that we have substitute teachers in our classrooms. We don't have actual teachers. That's number one. So instead of educating, we're babysitting. That's the problem. So we need to stop babysitting, and we have to start educating our children, and correlation, have our parents involved as well, so that we could uplift our children's education. And like I always mention, we're going to incorporate a lot of real-life functions in our school districts, such as money management, accountability, real estate, tax codes. We're going to present all the opportunities and the trades that is needed for the success of our children, so that when they exit, they know exactly what they're doing. They're not puzzled. And we have job recruitment, military recruitment, and we have all type of arrays of recruitment, so that, everybody's back into the communities. They're working, they're striving. And also, I like to reduce the minimum age of our children to work at age 14. I believe they should tally in to our school districts and be part of exchanging money and being involved with our communities, and understand what the logistics is working, instead of being on a laptop, all day.
Barak Zilberberg joining us, the candidate for governor for the state of Nevada. And I've got to ask you, because this to me is vitally important, and that is crime, public safety. People need to know that their kids are safe, whether it's in school or out in front of their house, in their neighborhood. Are we doing enough to prevent crime in our state, and could we be doing more?
Well, we need a lot of recruitment in our blue, in our first responders. We need to recruit very integral people, honest, and people that want to serve with their heart and their passion and their sincerity. That's what we need. And we need people on the front lines, more people on the front lines. So what I like to do is I like to enhance the pay of our first responders. And I like to make it very inviting. So any state that we have first responders, other states, you're welcome here to our great state of Nevada, and we will take care of you here, because we really need integral people and people on point, and we need to conduct law and order. It's very important.
Okay, you are part of a closed primary. That means the Democrats can't vote for you. Independents can't vote for you. Would you like to open up the primaries?
Yeah, I'd like to have an open primary so that everybody has a chance to vote for their candidate. It's very important. So let's say people want to vote for me and they love me, but they're on the other side, and people don't have time to start switching sides and what have you. They could go ahead and pencil me in, and vote for me or anybody they would like, this is our freedom. Our freedom is the right to vote. The freedom is all our constitutional rights and our amendments in place. So that's wholeheartedly important, that everybody has a choice of picking the candidate they want, without special interest groups and large corporations and tech titans out there that are contradicting the play here. That's what's happening here. And the monies that is going into candidates and what have you, I'm self-funding my own campaign. So as I mentioned, I don't have strings attached to me or anything. So with that said, that has an influence, and it doesn't trickle effect to the people. It's very important we trickle effect everything towards the people, by the people, for the people, and with the people.
I want to ask you about something that has been in the news today. The Dow tanked. It had a great day yesterday, but lost all of the gains of yesterday today. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons is the Fed is raising the interest rate.
Yes.
And as a guy that has made his fortune, a lot of it in real estate, what is this going to mean to people like you, people that dabble in real estate?
Yeah, well, basically, you're going to obtain a loan. You're going to pay more on your home payment. Everything is going up. Your car payment's going to be more. Everything is more. Gas is more. Affordability is more. The purchase of the home is more, and our gasoline is more. Everything is through the roof. Our groceries are through the roof. Affordability is not there now. Let's just look at the future. How our young people are going to go ahead and obtain a home? How are they going to enter into homeownership? How can they basically survive in these circumstances? It's hard. It's not easy. So we got to put things into perspective. I have to put things into perspective. So that there is the affordability, and there are the programs, and there are the housing that can facilitate us Nevadans, and the affordability is huge. So we gotta change direction here. This is uncalled for, and you know what's happening is people are refinancing their homes now, and they're pulling money out to as far as bridge the gap of their expenses. People are going and they're working 3, 4, 5 jobs, and they're still not, cutting it. There's so many things here, and those at the top don't see it. That's what's unfortunate,
Let me just ask you, and I've only got a couple of minutes left. The special interest groups paying off certain candidates. Do you want to name names, or do you know where some of this money is going? In particular, with 16 people in this race, so I imagine there's a lot of special interest money in there.
Yeah, absolutely. But please, all of you out there, all you voters out there, please don't disregard all of that and look at the candidate. Look at what the candidate wants to do and how he wants to change your life here in Nevada, so that you have legitimacy, you have comfortability, and you have opportunities for your success. So you have to look for that candidate, such as me, and vote. It's very important. And if you're in another party, you should go ahead and come over to the Republican Party. If
so
so
re-register.
Yeah, you have to. Unfortunately, if you want to vote for me, you have to come over to the Republican side, register as a Republican, and then you can vote for me at the primaries of June 14th on or before. So now the mail-in ballots have gone out, I also am not too fond about the mail-in ballots, but, it's in place. But we'll see how everything plays out. Maybe we'll have a surprise.
I think there are going to be a lot of surprises in this election cycle. I really honestly do.
Yeah.
If folks want to help you, even at this late date, what is it you need? What is it your campaign needs? You need volunteers. You need walkers. You need street, yard signs. What is it that you need?
Yes, I need volunteers. I need all kinds of stuff. But really, passionately, wholeheartedly, I need your vote. I need your vote, and I'd like to earn your vote as well. So I'd like you to, as far as enter into my platform, www.barakzilberberg.com, BARAKZILBERBRG.com, and then visit my platforms, please. Instagram, Facebook, all of the platforms I have. See my position, see what I want to do, see how genuine and how true I'd like to serve you, the people, and bring it into the table like no other politician, like no other, as far as leader has ever brought to the table of what they want to do. And they promise and promise, but really, in essence, they never deliver. I like to deliver it. I like to deliver my goods, and I will also give you a 2-year trial. Basically 2 years. If I'm not doing my job, okay, we'll take a poll, and a legitimate poll, and if you're in disagreement with my leadership, then I'll just go ahead, take a hike. That's my policy.
Wow.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard a politician do that? Safe travels on the campaign trail. Enjoy Cinco de Mayo downtown tonight.
Thank you.
You're going to be
Thank
downtown,
you.
right?
Yeah, I will be in downtown. Yeah, and it's always an honor and it's a pleasure speaking with you. And it's been a journey, and
it's not done.
It's not done,
We've only just begun. Hey, Barak, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. As well.
Barak Zilberberg joining us in studio. Stay where you are. More to do as we continue on AM 670 KMZQ.